horrible. I know, I'm sorry. I don't care. Let me turn the volume down on this TV. My name is Sandra Ayon. I am your home care provider. Um, I am sitting here doing paperwork, okay? Let me show you guys real quick. Because I don't want you guys to think that I'm just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. See, I got my files. It's nice and sunny outside. This is Theo. Theo goes on a flying saucer. When I got married, I went to Vegas. And I passed by this one little place. And he goes on. So when I'm smoking, he smokes with me. Anyways, put him back. I gotta glue him because he fell. See, I'm sitting here doing paperwork. Okay? I'm watching TV. Um, Let me turn this around because I need to talk to you guys about what's going on with there we go, with the self-certification as a living provider. I'm like, should I do a video or should I just do it later once my makeup is on? And I just said, whatever, who cares? As long as you guys can understand what I'm saying. Happy New Year's to all of you guys, okay? I've been really busy trying to open up. I have I have plenty of paperwork here where I work, I advocate for you guys, and I teach you guys, and I have hundreds of phone calls that come in every day, and I try to do the best I can. And tomorrow we have to turn in our timesheets, okay? I put on my YouTube channel a chart that tells all the counties, sorry, smoke, tells all the counties that we are getting, who's getting a raise and how much we're making, so that you guys can multiply and you guys can figure out if you qualify for overtime. You can also figure out your overtime, which is where the money's at in overtime. And I've tried to tell you guys, when I teach people how to do their timesheets, I seriously, because of the way that my training is, I increase their income of anywhere between 200 to sometimes even $500, you guys, okay? And it's just organized properly, making it work for you. So there's a chart on my community tab that I learned how to do a little while ago that tells you, based on the county that you live, how much money you're making. Okay, this video is about the Live-In Self-Certification Form 2298, SOC 2298. This Live-In Self-Certification came out in 2017, okay, when I was doing my internship at the union. And a lot of, hey guys, you're back. Oh, you guys are sitting on my lighter. Um, we got disconnected. Hold on, give me a second. So my goal is it's always to make more money. Always. Always. Doesn't matter what it is. If I'm collecting cans and I find a recycling place that gives me more, a penny or two more, then I'll do that, I'll take them. When you fill out the living certification form providers to the county. You send this form to the county or social worker, and then from the social worker it goes to IRS. And what it tells them is the provider is living with the recipient. They don't qualify for us to take taxes out anymore. So then you see your next check stubs, they're higher. They're not taking taxes out anymore of your check. And some people will say, well, that's great. I get more money. But I did a little research in 2017 because I had a lot of questions. And I want you guys to bear with me. I'm kind of trying to recollect. Um, in my opinion, I didn't think it was worth them not taking taxes out because on my check stubs, they take out FICA. Say good morning, child. I'm doing a video.
Morning.
Um, that's a 15-year-old. He sounds like a grown man. Hair. She's just let his hair grow. No barbers nowadays. I had a hard time trying to get my nails done, you guys. I had to go all the way to Orange County. Anyways, and pay a lot for it. Um, when they don't take taxes out of your check and they put you as an exempt living provider, you're not paying taxes into your Medicare. You're not paying taxes into your Social Security. You're not paying taxes into um, taxes, of course. You're not paying anything. And the example that I gave you guys in 2017 when I did the last video about the waiver for the SOC 2298 living certification form was that you guys needed to be real careful because if you don't pay taxes, you can't get taxes. You can't do your taxes at the end of the year. Um, so you guys had to really think about what you were doing, if it was worth it, because I had a young lady. Well, she's not a young lady. She was an older woman that was taking care of her older daughter. Okay, and when she came in to ask me for help for her taxes, I asked her, "Do you get when you file taxes? You don't pay taxes. You're exempt. You have the waiver. Do you collect any taxes?" And she said, "No." She says they don't give me anything for the federal, but they do give me for the state. Now, mind you, she's been taking care of her daughter for 30 plus years. 30 plus years. Now, wait 1 second. Not only that, here's the other thing too that I did not like. Because they were not taking taxes out of her check, they also were not taking out Social Security benefits. So then I said, well, what other income do you have? And she said, well, I get Social Security. And okay, well, I think Social Security was like $875 back then or something like that. How much do you get in Social Security, if you don't mind me asking? She said, I only get like $200. $200, you guys? $200 of Social Security benefits. And this woman is already over 65 and she's been taking care of her daughter for 30 plus years. It just, there's no income. Lupe, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Toda fea, but who cares? Um, it was just wasn't right. To me, it didn't seem right. So then I went to the Social Security Administration and I said, okay, well, if I'm a home care provider and I'm a live-in home care provider and I don't pay taxes or Social Security or Medicare or any of that kind of stuff, how can I pay taxes? How can I pay into my Social Security? How can I pay? I lost it, guys. Can pay in, but that lives with me through the county. So to me, it just didn't. In my opinion, it didn't. It wasn't worth it. But this morning, as I'm doing my files and I'm trying to get, I know that by now, when you guys log on to the system, you guys see that you, every 6 months, more or less, you have to change password. So I have clients that I work for on a monthly basis, and they trust me, and my YouTube channel speaks for itself. And this is a business, and I found a couple of locations, and it looks really good. So I'm working on it. It's going to be a big year for me and you guys, and I'm trying to get out there. So I'm doing, okay, you guys, the first time I created it 6 months in December. The next time it asked me to reset her password, it was in June of 2020. And the next time her password was in November of 2020. And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to ask me to reset her password again if she's still with me in May. So every 6 months, I'm doing these things because we cannot use the past 5 previous passwords. So if we have a list of them, okay, I'm trying to get organized. I have my cards here, my forms. I don't even know how good you guys can see these, but they pretty much have like your provider name, your ID, your provider email password, date of birth, last four social security question 1, 2, and oh, that's a mistake. Oh no, I think it's only 2 security questions. Good morning, Raul. I need my eyeballs to be able to see, right? And I should probably close this window. I need, I mean, there. I don't know. Oh, okay, a little better so I can see. So I'm sitting here trying, it says, okay, this is January 2021. Let's get this organized and let's try to get organized. I don't know who that is. I'll call him later. But as I'm getting organized, I ran across one of my clients and I said, you know what, let me go in there. And because I couldn't remember, I remembered that he had a decrease in an hour or two last month. Yeah, and one of my New Year's resolutions was not to quit smoking. I already told you guys if I get pregnant, I'll quit smoking for the rest of my life. So bear with me and my cigarette. Um, and I thought this was real interesting. So all I did was log to his account. I want to verify the hours are the same ones that I have on paper from the previous month. Sure enough, they are. There was a decrease in hours, but I found it was very interesting that there was a change. As soon as I logged on, it asked me, "Do you live with the recipient?" And I said, "And this gentleman lives with the recipient." So I pressed yes. And then I realized that there are 2 types of timesheets. Okay. There's, let's see if you can see. There's a regular timesheet where you enter, and it's got work week 1, 2, and 3. And you enter the day, you enter the time you started, the hours you worked, the time you started, was it an AM or PM, and then it has the time you ended, AM or PM, and then it has the location. Okay? This is the EVV timesheet that we do. And if you guys remember, there was, I recall something in the mail or seeing something that said, say good morning.
Good morning.
I remember hearing that something to the effect that living providers, or I think it was living providers, were not going to have to put in what time they started and what time they ended. So because this gentleman lives with his recipient, and when I logged on to his timesheet portal, it said, "Do you live with the recipient?" And I pressed yes. It took me to the timesheet. I verified the hours, and then I realized there was something different about that. These are our old timesheets. These are the timesheets that we started out with, where you just enter the amount of hours that you worked on the day. Just the amount of hours, and then you add them at the bottom, okay? And that's the difference, which is great because it's easier. But remember, you're not paying. Can you lower the volume on that, Edwin? Edwin, Lower the volume. I can hear it over here. And if I can hear it, they can hear it. It is easier, but what's going to happen to your tax situation? What's going to happen to your Social Security? What's going to happen to your Medicare? So I took a picture of this with my other phone when I saw it. I wanted to read to you guys exactly what it says. Once I pressed yes, that the recipient does live the provider, it said, and bear with me, I need new glasses, you guys. It says, as a live-in provider, you can complete your certification online by accessing the live-in certification option located under the financial menu. So I'm assuming, based on this, that there is under the financial, you can log in and select the live-in certification um, and fill out the application there. It says you can also contact the county or access the CDSS website to obtain a copy of the SOC 2298 Living Provider Certification form to complete and send it in. That's all fine and dandy. That is not my problem. My problem is that now I have to figure out, I have to do research to figure out, and I'm yelling, so I'll kind of keep it down because my husband's sleeping, and so is Chuck. Oh, which is great because I just found a phone number through Colonial Penn, and is it this one? Omaha Mutual of Omaha, where you can get up to, you can get a life insurance policy for them if they're under 85. Once they hit 86, and Chuck's going to be 86 next month, but when he wakes up, I'm going to tell him about that because I also just found out that a lot of home care providers, there are elderly people living in the convalescent homes, and some home care providers with no relationship or anything will take out an insurance policy on those people, which is like totally crooked, right? So I said, yeah, that's cool. I don't care. When Chuck wakes up, I'll tell him because Chuck knows. In July, I paid for one of my dear friends $13,000. I gave the young lady, the daughter, $13,000 because her father died, and I've been living in my home for 25 years, 26 years, and no one ever helped me the way he did. And this is what I did, you guys. I said to her, because nobody gives you that amount of money, and it doesn't mean that I have a lot. It just means that I've been saving for my office, like I told you guys. So I had to take money out of there. But because I love this man so much, and I thought that it was the least I could do, I gave her the $13,000 to bury him. Now, when I gave her that money, you guys, she started crying, her and her brother. And I said, no, let me tell you something. This money comes, this is not just my money. This is money from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I have helped. So in essence, those, I'm not the only one that helped. Hundreds of other people helped bury your father. Okay. So when Chuck wakes up, I'm going to tell him because the minimum to bury a person or cremate them that I've seen so far is anywhere between $8,000 to $15,000. So I was watching TV and I saw the Colonial Penn and oh, Mutual of Omaha, and I got to do some research, right? Here's the thing, though. When these people live with you, they don't. In my case, I'm not related to Chuck. When they live with you and they have no one else, we have to prepare ourselves, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm doing my work, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to tell them before they go ahead and submit their timesheets Saturday. It is easier to turn them in, but is it really easier? Is it really more beneficial to you? I guess we just have to weigh the pros and the cons, you know? So I need to, I know I've been telling you guys I need to open an office. I got married in October. I still don't have my ring, but that's okay. That's okay because I have my husband and I trust my husband. And I've known him for, it'll be 6 years in March. Good Friday. um, he has an apartment and I purchased in the month of November about $2,000 worth of equipment, computers and printers, good stuff, you know. And I just found out we have a fax there. So in the next month or two, I will be turning that apartment into an office to have you guys come. It's in Riverside because that's where he lives. And I also found an office here in Long Beach. Very feasible. Um, my fees are 10% of your gross income, but I think for the amount of people that need the help, it's worth it. I think it's fair I keep 10% while you keep 90%. And I have a couple of four great employees that I've been teaching and training. So just bear with me. I have told many of you guys that my time is very limited because I'm the only one that's doing this and my brain is like this. So I have to schedule appointments. I have $40 hour consultations. And I say $40 an hour because I'm going to dedicate an hour to you. And if I need to dedicate a little bit more time, then I tell you, my goal is not to make money. The money is coming, you guys. It's what we do with the money that matters. So please be careful when you fill out that form, because another thing too that I remember from the waiver in 2017, okay, so when the waiver came out, a lot of people filled it out, right? And then here came time to do taxes for 2017. A lot of people were also very disappointed because they were used to doing their taxes with the income they were having, which they still had to claim that income, except they weren't going to receive any taxes because no taxes were taken out. And they were disappointed. So there was a big frenzy where a lot of people said, well, I didn't understand exactly what that meant. And it was too late. It was too late. Because how can you go back and tell the IRS, well, my 7-year-old daughter that I take care of that has autism does not live with me? And that was one of the things. In order to get that waiver of the live-in certification form, in order to get it taken away from you so they can continue to take taxes out from you, you had to tell them they no longer live with you, and that's lying. So I tell my kids, taxes and death, they will get you. I hope this helps you guys. Okay. I got a stack of files that I gotta do, and I gotta organize. If you guys are interested in my services, like, comment, share it with somebody. My phone number is 622813219. Give me a call. We're back. I am trying to get back to you guys faster than the social workers. I have my own cases pending. My travel time, they're busy. We're still in the COVID. Violations were exempt in December of this whole last year, but as of January, they're already being enforced. If I hear otherwise, then I'll do another video and tell you guys, but it was my understanding that in January 2021, violations were going to be enforced. So please be very careful. Once again, I'm here to help you guys, and you guys help me. So let me know how I can help you, what I can do to assist. I'm human, and that's why I have these bags underneath my eyes. I'm so tired. I love you guys. Be good. Let me continue my work. I just want to let you guys know. Be very careful. Let's see what I got to do this gentleman's timesheet. And he has a share cost too. Oh, here, let me share with you guys. They gave me, after I filled out almost a year of timesheets for Chuck. I remember Chuck has a $1,600 share cost. Just want to give you guys an example. I filled over, about a year, October to October, timesheets for Chuck. When it tallied up the total amount of money that the county was supposed to give him based on 167 hours a month, the total was, I want to say, 40,000. 40,000. Okay. Now, because I had timesheets that were backed up for a whole year, you would think I'm going to get 40,000, right? I would have gotten 40,000 if he did not have a share cost. But because he had a share cost, I only got 13,000. 13, 20. So the responsibility of that $27,000 to pay me was Chuck's responsibility to pay me, because that's his share of cost, because the county thinks he makes too much money. Of course, he's not going to pay me $27,000, multiply his Social Security, and that's pretty much it. 2,000, that's 24,000 a year in Social Security, but we also got to pay rent. We also got to pay bills. So I don't gain anything except that smile in the morning when I walk in and I look at him and he goes beep, 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 beep. But 13,000 is 13,000, The way I figured it, that was $13,000 I paid for the funeral. We paid for the funeral for my friend. So it's a blessing. But share cost is horrible. And I'm just a little fish trying to live in your pond. God bless you guys. Let me know if you guys need anything. Text me. Call me, leave me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like I said, I'm trying to get to you guys faster than anybody else. But my time is limited, and it's not free. And my experience is not free. And I am the best at what I do, and I've been successful at everything that I do. And if somebody else out there is better than me, then come and bring it, so we can work together. I love you guys. Be good. Take care. Bye.